Okay, hi, I want to say hello again. It's me, Wushu Richard Clark. In this video, I'm going to show you a few martial art moves in this small space here in my bedroom, okay? First of all, standing here, okay? If you're doing the martial arts, I'm going to give you 2 tips, okay? It doesn't matter what martial arts you do, okay? But I'm just giving you a tip on this. It could be karate, could be kung fu, kickboxing, Muay Thai, whatever. But I'm just going to give you a few basic tips. 2 tips. 1 tip for the side kick. Now everybody knows and loves the side kick. The people that do martial arts, you know what a side kick is. It's when you lift up your leg and you kick out to the side, kicking with either the edge part of the foot there or the flat part of the foot, the bottom sole of the foot, okay? You're either going to do it either way. And what you're going to do is you're going to kick from that front leg, turning the knee in, slightly in there, facing on the guard, lifting your knee up, bending that leg for some support on the back leg there, kicking out low or middle or high, depending on what you do flexibility-wise. And what you usually do is you either do it off the front leg, or you could be on a side angle, so you could be here, facing from that angle there. And when you get good, you can do it from basically any angle. I wouldn't really want to stand flat like this and do a back one there. I'd rather have one leg forward, see, so you can turn your hips really here and then do it from a back angle. If I'm facing from this angle here, let's say, if I'm facing like this way, and I want to kick back, I want to make sure I'm looking. So I'm going to turn my guard, whether it's a kickboxing guard or a 2 guard like that, one in front, one in back, open-handed off this, and then turn around like that, and I lift my knee up and kick out, right? But it's the same. But what I'm trying to say is, you'll have 1 foot in front though. It doesn't matter what foot. So if I have my right foot in front there in a guard, and I turn, see, that's automatically chambered. I lift it up and kick out. Now I don't have much space here to show you, but it's the same with the other foot. I could do it with the other foot. I could turn round, but I'd have to like turn my foot round. So I'm lifting my heel up there, turning on the ball of the foot, placing the foot down, and then kicking out. But that's a basic side kick, okay? So you're going to do a side kick. Usually, if I'm facing this direction now, I'm going to either kick out, or I'm going to turn, lifting my toes up off the ground there, on the heel of the foot here, turning slightly, then bringing the other foot up across round with the hip here, and then kicking out that way. Right? But the point I'm going to show you here, one thing, that's just a few basic, quick, rough tips on the side kick. For people who know it, you know it. Now, I'm going to say to you, first of all, you want to get some speed in when you're going in, so you're going to be really snapping it, okay? Snapping out when you're doing it. And you don't want to be leaning back too much when you're doing it like this. You want to make sure you're standing up and putting your base, and then basing into it when you're doing it, you know, turning around, snapping, making sure you're on good guard. Now, what I want to say is, there's another kind of side kick with a leaping one. Now, I don't have much space here, but there's like a skipping side kick that you'll see people doing a lot of the time. Made famous by Bruce Lee too in videos, in movies, stuff you'd say. Because, you know, but the thing is, when you skip into it, some people do it wrong, I feel. It doesn't matter if you're skipping or not. But the thing is, when you do a side kick, okay, you can remember any side kick, you can remember whether it's off the front or back leg in any direction. Okay, in your circle of defensive combat, you're going to remember to, when you do the kick, don't kick up like this. Okay, don't kick up with the upward. You're not doing an upward motion. You're going in and then kicking out. So you're chambering, you're looking, and then you kick it out in a line, kicking out, pushing out. Okay, the same as I'm doing a front kick. See, the same thing with palm strike here. See, or side. I'm going to turn it down here. Same thing, kicking out, okay? That's what it's basically doing. Remember to do a lot of stretching. Now, what I want to say is, okay, with the skipping side kick, that's what I sometimes see people doing here and there. People do this, okay? It's alright if you want to like lift your foot up and whip someone in the jaw, fair enough, but you want to kick out, so in and out, okay? Don't leave your leg out for too long either, or leave one leg exposed, the other leg. So here, when I go in, whichever guard I've got, like this or like this, I'm going to be coming in, I'm going to slide in with that back leg, put all my momentum in, shoot in with that, my core going with it. Don't fly up too high. You're going into the motion. It's like a spring. Your whole body goes boing and then bounces to kick out, see? So when I come into, yeah, so I don't have much space here to show you, but now I'm just doing that there. From this side, same thing. Coming straight in, so I don't have much space here to get the distance to show you, but in this room. So when I'm doing that, remember the same principle applies. So you're going to skip in, still keep that weight balanced, and the knees up and chambered already. So as you're coming in, boom, as soon as this foot is put down on the floor again, it doesn't come up high too much either. You're just sliding across almost. You leap a little bit, so in here. So you come in, see? And you got to look at the target. I'm just looking at the camera for you here. You come in one, and this is already up. Like a dog pissing. They start to laugh, and then you go, bam, snap it out into the face. Onto the body. So but you're there, see? The balance, you might want to hold fists there in the beginning, see? Oh, you can do a few jabs to get a bit of a, get a bit of focus there. That. So you can change the other side, see? Get a habit, okay, of every time when you're in a stance, make sure your guard's up. Whether it be whatever, any kind of guard, make sure your hands are there as a guard, either here or here, whatever. So don't just do a kick there and leave your face open to attack, you see? Or do a kick and then step forward like that, or bang your foot down. Make sure there's a lot of skipping around, see that? And then you base yourself when you need to, flat on the floor, but when you're moving around lively, there. And good job with your hands and arms, legs and feet. Okay, so you're there. And when you're coming in, you don't want to go to skip here and then lift this foot up. No, you want to go out. So it's there, see? The same principle of kicking out, okay? And don't lean too much here. I don't have much space here, but see? Here. From this side, you look at my foot position, okay? It's on the edge of the angle here. The edge part, like from here, of the foot, not the palm, but, or the flat part. So from here, flat part being like that, so. And make sure you practice like that. Try to hold it sometimes for a few seconds too, to get that power stretch. If you can do it slowly, same with roundhouse kicks too, but you can get that strength in your legs to whip it out fast. And don't just tic-tac, make sure you bang through the target and then come back, The same as your punches, it should be like knockout shots, but you like in boxing, but you bring it back. The idea is not to touch him with a feather or just go so softly. You want to bam with those shots, get them shots out. When you kick, your powerful leg is a powerful weapon to kick with. Now we're going to look at hand technique, okay, the second technique. Okay, so that's just covering the side kick and a few floors I see people doing, hitting like coming up rather than kicking out, Now, the next one I'm going to talk about is the back fist, and it's a very simple thing. Making a fist, don't forget, you're going to put your fingers in like that, and put your thumb over your 1.5 knuckles. That's how I've been taught anyway, rather than coming inside and busting your knuckles or leaving it out. Put it here, okay? Not over the top. There are different kinds of fists you can make, but this is the basic one. When you do a punch, make sure your fist, your wrist is not in a funny angle. Make sure it's flat and straight with your arm as well. And when you're doing a punch, you usually hit him with these knuckles coming straight in, right? But when you do a back fist, you hit him with the back part of the fist. So when I'm standing here, doing it either high to the head, side to the head, okay, to either side of the body, whatever, okay. You can do low, middle, and high, same thing, okay. And I can come over like this. I can come around, up like this to the chin. I can do different kind of things, okay. I can really whip it out, or I can just snap it. Different kinds of ranges too. But, okay, what you want to do is facing yourself there. You can do it from either side too. Stepping this, the same thing. You want to do that, you can do it whipping or like knocking. And really, really strong. You can go really solid, or you can just whip it out and back, You can go for like straight through smash, or just whip it. But I'm just saying, when you're doing it, same thing, it's going to be a strike. It's going to be that, that power. You're trying to get that knockout, whatever you do, So on here, I can go high to the head, middle to the body, or low to the groin. Could be rib cage, could be side of the head, whatever. Be careful when you're doing it from a side angle. If someone's going to punch me here, grab him, I might turn to the side, avoid, and come back. Now that's coming to his gut or his face. Could be from the back and angle there. So from any angle, I can always do it. Either way, I can parry a strike. If he comes to hit me, I might protect myself and strike there. Keeping that base and bringing the knees in to protect the groin. The same as if someone's in front of me here, I'm not going to stand with my groin open like this to attack and do funky stuff. I'm going to make sure, guard him. I want to make sure that's guarding too. Bring one foot back. Keep this knee into guard. base when I need to be, see? It's good to do some squats now and again on your legs. Now what are we talking about? Am I talking just about how to do the back fist from the angle? Can do different kind of mix-ups too. But the thing I'm trying to say is about the forearms. That's what I want to talk about, the forearms. Because in martial arts we have forearm strikes too, where you're striking in with the forearm or out, either way. But what I'm trying to say is, okay, you can use your forearms, don't forget, your elbows and everything to guard, your arms to guard. So when you're doing a back fist, I want to tell you something. You're thinking about like a chain with a ball, metal ball on the end, right? Whip, almost, that's what you like. You're swinging the arm, maybe with the coil of your back to motion into it. Getting that, there's a spinning back fist, don't forget, you can stand and do a spinning back fist, so I can come around here, spin around, so I don't have much space here, but spinning back fist also. But what I want to talk about here, what I want to say is, you're thinking about hitting with the fist, right? But don't get confused. Your arms are also a weapon. You should try and strengthen your arms. You don't have to go all out on trees. I like to train on trees gradually and stuff. But you can train on a really heavy punching bag. And be careful, gradually do it, but build up power in striking with not only your fist, but also your arm. Put your guard up here. And bam, whip, try striking with your fist and with your arm. Because that's good for blocking and strengthening your arms. But it's also good for striking. If someone's standing here in close range and I come out, see, it's the same with anything. You're chopping, weapons. I don't encourage people to wear weapons. I'm just saying about carry weapons and stuff. I'm talking about barehanded self-defense skills here only. Protection. I'm just saying, okay, you could chop, you could do a back fist, you could do a hammer fist when you're hitting with this part of the hat. But either way, we're not talking about the fist here. See, we're talking about the back fist, but we're talking about using the arm. So I could use the whole part of my arm here. If he's in close range, I could swing, and my fist could hit, but all of my arm was also strong. It should be strong like stone. It smashes straight through his guard, on his neck, whatever, his head, bam, into his body. I might want to do a swing gut punch from this part here to his body, or I could come with a forearm. I can come out this way too. I don't have to make it a block, let's say, or a strike or a chop. I could hit with my forearm slamming into him, or here, see, or here. I can strike like that. So when I'm here, I can be punching whenever, do a back fist, but I can also do a forearm, coming straight down, coming straight across. Someone's here close behind me. If he's really close, my fist is not going to be in the position to hit him with the fist, but the arm can hit, the same way as the elbow can hit. So I'll be coming here, if my elbow's close, I might dip the elbow in, strike the elbow. See, coming in with the elbow, striking with the elbow. It's like coming in, see? Not only hitting with the fist, but with the arm. Keep in mind those arms and elbows, see? Elbow back here. And you can use your whole arm. These arms are for defence, you see? The same as I said to you before about another video where if someone's coming to strike you and you're thinking about parrying, blocking someone's hands in mid-air, whether it be with your hands blocking in whatever style, you can also use your arms, don't forget, you're covering with your arms. So your hands are free to strike. If he's going to hit my gut, I might bring my elbow into block, see, or bring my arm. My hand's still free to come in. See, my elbow, everything's there, it's one. He comes to grab me or whatever, see, I can grab him, put his arm there, strike. That's what you see a lot of good skills in Wing Chun, as I say. But I'm just saying, the basic thing is understanding that. See, if I'm facing my opponent here on this centre line, if you're here, and I come to strike here, see, my fist, I can also hit with my forearm. But don't like lean miles away for someone to grab your arm and pull you, and you're off balance, like leaning, you just pull you off balance. The same way as if you're kicking and you're leaning back too far, you fall off. So make sure you're braced. Okay? See how my hands keep going to natural positions too? It could be like one hand guarding low, like that, or it could be higher up here. It could be guarding close here, it could be here. Smaller. Why do I need to be here? And I'm watching, it's not for show, it's like understanding the control of it. See, if someone's arm's there, cover, and high here. I might be kind of hit him with my back fist, but if his arms come and hit me here, I can move my arm and cover myself, you see? Well, you see the karate, when the hip's coming in and I can lift my heel off the floor there, coming for a strike here, or just covering here. Elbows can come in here, I can cover my body, I can strike him, slap across the ear here, grab that, bam, into the elbow, whatever, so you grab his head here. But then don't go too high all the time, so you can cover here. I might parry and step to the side, don't leave it groin open, but if this say that you can knee him from here, see, coming in. These are all concepts of martial arts, see, coming here. I can elbow him in the gut, or I can come on the inside and grab his hand, smack with the elbow, he might block it, but the elbow can come in. See, I might loop him from there. And as I'm thinking about striking here, see, this hand's a back guard, but someone could be back here to strike me here. So I can block that with my whole forearm, see, like karate, see, or come up here and strike him. So you see like these kung fu, like cross-legged stances and things like that. That's what it's all about, see. I could sweep from there. I could be from here. I could do that. I can be my hands lifted, almost like the tiger kung fu, where you're blocking with two hands. Same thing. You're striking me from here. My hands here as a guard. This comes straight over and blocks. He might grab me with his arm. Let's say he's facing me here and he grabs me with his left arm, if you can imagine that. I can grab that arm. Or I can just come over here, loop his arm there. It could be either arm. I could loop that up, see? Catch that arm. Or just block here. Knee straight up in his nuts or groin here. Or, as I say, don't forget your circle stepping, so I can step around. Boom. It could be a hook punch, or it could be a forearm strike. And when you hit him with the forearms hitting, you can go with the inside here, see? Open hands or fists, but you come with the inside or the outside or the top or the bottom. You've got to imagine your arm as a 4-part, like a piece of wood, see, one, or iron, 4 sides to each one. See, so when I'm coming, so when you see these kung fu forms and things, that's what we're doing. See? All these moves that we see, karate and kung fu, that's what we're doing. So the whole structure's there. Your thighs, your calves, when you're standing strong, see, when you're stepping in and doing moves. Your hands, your back, your core, your centre's all there. And that's all there. So it's not for show. It's like when you're going in naturally boxing and stuff, you understand guard and structure. Your knee will be in the right place. You practice flexibility, you practice squats and stuff, and then your punches are there, but you've got the right guard with the arms there, the inside, the outside. You know how to use your forearms. Bam, so I can step over here, sweep his foot away, guard from here, grab that. Fight like a side kick, grab his leg, do a low side kick, coming from back. Step back with a guard. Don't just step back and do that. You could throw a long kick really fast and still get you in the face because you didn't go far back enough. But if you're going to run far away, get the bus. If you're here to fight, engage, come in, and your hands will be there. You're thinking about using your arm, he takes your hand. You're thinking about using your hand, he takes your arm. You can use the whole thing. You're thinking about kneeing him. How can you lift your foot up that fast? You're thinking about kicking, he's already bust your knee. You've got to make sure you're standing in the right stance. Do a basic workout every day to keep flexible and fit. You know, do a few squats every day, things like that. And then you'll be ready to train on a bag. All your basic punches and stuff as well in a bag. If you can. Get a heavy bag if I was you. Knees, elbows, forearm strikes. Just even alignment moving around the bag. You know. And then work the basic strikes. You don't have to be in a dojo or a gym specifically to be doing it. You can train. You can be training at home, just working your basics. You know. And all these basics are going to count. You can put some weight training in, do some push-ups, pull-ups if you want to do that. You know, getting that alignment now, and getting that understanding. So you grab the arm here, back fist over. He takes that, I lift his arm up. When he comes hitting me high here, I just raise his arm up high. I sink low and hit him in the gut. Elbow, whatever. He might grab my arm, but I can just get elbow over the top. I might wrap that over. Palm. Chop out. Here's where the Wing Chun comes in. Here's where the Tiger comes in and all that. So it's all useful. There's stuff you can implement from karate, taekwondo, Muay Thai, silat, whatever you do. So I'm gonna say, you know, keep your mind open, right? Side kicks again. Quick reminder: kick out, don't kick up. Okay, and you're gonna need to lift the knee and spring it out. See, 1, 2 from this side. Same thing. I'm using my hands just to show you the guide. See, we're doing it. And then the forearms can also be used for a strike. If you're not only just thinking about the fist, but as you're going, that forearm, this part from here to here, don't make it completely straight if I was you, because you could hurt your elbow also, but make it almost a little tiny bit arched there as you go. And smash through. Train your arms to be strong. Strike that bag, heavy bag, a lot. And then when you go through, bam. And then, and I said, don't just leave this fist back here. Come in and go with that second shot, or be here and come back, and come here and come back. So God, when you've done the movement, come back. And don't leave yourself open to attack. Like, don't do that. Come and then come back. So if I'm coming here, I'm going to make sure I come back. So God, if I'm punching, I'm going to make sure. Boom, I'm going to cover back. But don't go 1, 2 and then come back. 1, 2. You should be going back, trying to find a way around his guard and trying to take advantage. And when you throw a shot, it's got to be the one, to win the day, basically. You push him, I'm going to take that simple route and pull him in that direction quickly. He's pulling me, I'm going to push him, and something's going to strike him at the same time as he's going down. Talk to you again very, very soon. Thank you very much for watching. It's a serious martial art video. It was meant to be just a simple one here in the bedroom. But here I am, and I thank you very much for watching. More martial arts to come, I promise. I've still got stuff to share, martial arts wise. It's kind of hard to do it at home and stuff, but I'm really grateful to anybody who watches and enjoys. Thank you for watching. Train hard and stay safe.
Illusion, brain. Illusions all the same. Every day you're